Good morning, everyone. This is Brian Weber from technicalanalysis.research.com, and this is a video report for the 23rd of April 2012. We're looking at the euro dollar again, and we're looking at some price action that the trend was up and broke some of the resistance points that I mentioned, the key level, and head up towards our targets on Friday around the 13200, 132.12 mark. Even went as high as about 132.29 up here. So the significant area to the upside was broke, and targets were hit on Friday. But since then, we've had this 40 pip gap in the market that has just recently been filled, or near enough filled in the market. So we had this gap here on the opening for Sunday data, which is roughly about 40 pips. But we had this pullback in the market that's pretty much filled the gap, not to the last pip, but it's pretty much try to fill that gap. So any deviation from price built on this gap has pretty much been covered. Since then, what we've had is price putting in a lower low, a lower high, and again we can see that price has to be putting in another lower low today. We're currently trading at that 131.60 support. We may see some support here to start with, maybe a consolidation or two, or maybe just a one bounce or two bounces. But overall, I expect this 131.60 to give way, and this would open the door for a trading opportunity down to that 131.29. But that's my significant area for today. So there's a couple of trade setups to the downside today. If I just zoom out on my chart a little bit here. Okay, so if you do break that 131.60, then it would open the door for a little trade down to that level there, the 131.29. Okay, and from there I probably expect some sort of rejection, maybe again a little consolidation or so before we actually break that level and we head down further down. Okay, so that's really my significant area today on the chart for any extended bearish run. But again, you can trade a break of that 131.60 down to that 131.29. And if the 139.29 level gives way as well, then we'll be looking for an extended move down to that 130.59. Okay, so significant areas right here. And again, we get a break of that 131.60, trade it down to that 131.29. There's about 30 pips there or so. And again, if that 139.29 gives way, then that's my significant area. You trade this one down towards that 131.100 level, and if that gives way, you trade that down towards that 130.59 level. Okay, so overall, there's a good 100 pip move within this market today. If you manage to catch the majority of that move, and you're looking at a potential 100 pips. But yeah, do watch the supports. So if you break the 131.60, trade it down to 131.29. The 130.29 gives way to significant area. Trade that down to 131.100. That gives way. Trade that down to 130.58, and that should cap any downside. If you do make it as far down as that today, then that should cap the downside for today on the market. Okay. For any upside moves, it's going to take a lot of bullish momentum to cause any upside. But if you do get an upside move today, then watch out for the pivot point today to be broke. Okay. There is quite a wide range between our support and resistance points, as you guys can see here, from that 131.60 up towards that 132.29. So really, for any bullish move today, we'd have to break above this central pivot point at 131.92. Okay, so what we'd be looking for here is a break above that pivot point there, and then to hold it as support and have her move up towards this cluster up here of resistance points at 132.29 up towards that 132.50 zone up here. And again, I would think that would cap any upside move today if we are going to see any upside move, which is looking very unlikely. But if we did, then I would expect us to cap the upside move. So a break above central pivot around that 131.92, hold it as support, and then I'll move up into this cluster zone, okay, for upside moves. But today is looking very bearish in the market, and that's why I'm saying that we should sell a break of that 131.60 level. down towards that 130, 129. And if that gives way, then we're trading that down towards the 130, 100 and the 130.58. Okay, so trade the breakout down to 130, 129, trade another breakout down to 130, 100, and trade another breakout down to 130.58. Okay, traders, have a good day.